goodness. What is it? It's the 25th day? 5th month? 2024? We're getting down to about 5 to 4 months before the begging season is close at hand. We had a little rain at the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport this morning, but we did, at the time of our live, got that chores done and bought some, spent some gas. Let's open up the page, shall we? Here we go. But yeah. Welcome to your favorite audio version. Fear-mongering radio. What's happening, everybody? Construction record to stop flying the American flag in Alaska Park. What's that all about? But yes, it's a beautiful day to be alive here, Memorial Day weekend 2024. I hope this audio finds you healthy and finds you wealthy as we attempt to open up for tweeter, twatter here. Let's go over here. But yes, it's a beautiful day to be alive, and we're having, like I've always said, the time of our life. When I'm talking, it's a rare Sunday night. We watched some Survivor. We watched the Brett Favre poor excuse and for taking money from poor people in the great state of Mississippi. Shameless, and we're just, hanging out. Let's go with duration. We usually go with the 4 minutes. Let's get out the yayas out here, we call it, right? Let's go Lord of the Dawn. Oh, it's just such a... it's great to be alive. It really is. Let's close this one up right here. We'll be here. Let's tweet something out. Open the tweeter. Let's see. The Indy 500 was taken care of and won back to back. I know right now in the middle of NASCAR down at lovely and talented Carolinas, having the time of their life. Well, come on now. I mean, how am I supposed to tweet something out if I can't do it? It won't let me do it. Let's see. So they got that done, and there we go. Perfect. We've opened the tweeter, twatter page. Let's close this up. Fear-mongering radio is at the... we are having the time of our lives. We always are. We're commercial, music-free, sponsor-free podcasting here. We don't ask for any money, all that kind of behavior to go on. It's turning into a war zone here on YouTube. I've talked about this before. We'll give my 2 cents, I guess. I listened to that audio. Is this really her? April getting arrested? What the hell is this all about? 8 out of 10, did she get arrested? What the hell? Somebody followed, got suspended from YouTube for a week. Well, it's because I said it's hard to get, getting fired. It is what it is. But it is what it is. This music runs through your ears. Hope it finds you healthy and finds you wealthy. Me, I'm having the time of my life. Your podcast is over here. Let's check out where you guys all come from on Fear-mongering Radio. It's a beautiful Saturday night. Not a lot. We get some. We don't do a lot. We used to. A lot of Hebrew slaving around the house, laying out seed. They got that stump out of there. Sources that roll in. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Shivani, Chrome, Savan, Deezer, Podcam, Castbox, Foxy, and of course YouTube. The geolocations that roll in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, India, Kenya, Australia, Brazil, France, the Netherlands, and the Philippines. I'm in the Philippines and we work for the hair care company. It's not a place to go. Delaware, we're just there. Wilmington, nice. Utah, you're new to the show, Marifork. Michigan is Holland and Lansing. Maine, Portland. North Carolina, Asheville. Kentucky, Paddock, and Lawrenceburg. In Michigan, Holland. Canada, Ontario, Norcofus, be Waterloo. Thank you. Roll in, appreciate it. There's 6.5 billion things and growing every single day as the internet gets bigger and bigger, and more people come online, more and more podcasts, more and more things. We have more and more behaviors going on as this internet continues to take over the world. How we communicate. I look on the backyard, the sun's going down. I can't see the trail. Can't see the poor side of Shady Oak. But as I speak to you on this beautiful day, on a rare Sunday night, tomorrow, Memorial Day, I will go visit my father's grave. We bought a electric grill. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and people on this video platform will do their videos. It is for military and the armed forces, obviously over at Fort Snelling. They're putting flowers on there. It's for people who have passed as well. For memorial, your parents, your brothers, your sister, whoever, aunts and uncles. But without those brave men and women who stormed those beaches, and if it was hard to have done it, I'd be speaking German to you, almost like Hunch wants to do. Getting booed, the libertarians. They booed the troll, they booed him. But tomorrow, we will honor our veterans of all the wars, honor the forgotten, the MIAs. It's too bad we have to have things to take care of our men and women of the armed forces that have balls the size of battle over the oak trees. Men and women blue. They're working class, be working 24/7. Truck stops, truck drivers, so on and so forth. Hotels, motels. The people I beam out to don't work. That just non-stop skullduggeries and that kind of behavior. They'll do their Memorial Day, their 4th of July of the military. They'll speak of it. I always shout out to them. I've never served. My brother was a Marine. My uncle was a Marine. My nephew is a Marine. Many of the people that I know I work with have served as well. They stormed those beaches. We had one and we had two. But they stormed those beaches. We had the Forgotten War, we had Vietnam War, and we had Afghanistan, Desert Storm, all the wars out there. They came when they were called, the Volunteer Army. World War II, D-Day, snapped the necks of the Krauts and freed the Jews. free speech. Some guy dropped a double G hard R in a store the other day, and I called him out, and he looked at me. I'm like, you know why? That people march into ovens, and that word is being used. By being up close, this guy was a black man. Kind of looked at me and gave me a smirk. I'm just telling you. But these men and women who serve you, no matter what they're doing, we've had people disrespect them, such as Fat Boy. Jeff Hagee stole valor. I have no time for that, but that's a freedom of speech. There's a cost to that too, as well. I mean, go ahead and say what you want to be. If I was a man of color, go ahead and say the double G at me. At least I know who you are. Be anti-Jew, whatever you want to be. At least I know. That's fine. Well, put up something like Hitler. Go for it. I don't care. At least we know who you are. Don't be ballless wearing a mask. But these men and women of the armed forces, the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, and the National Guard, Coast Guard, the Air Uniform, thank you so much for your service. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, they serve you. Think of them every single day, not just Memorial Day, not just 4th of July, and Christmas. They're away from their families. I don't care what they're doing in the military. Not an easy job. I'd be just cooking for them. God forbid. Can you see me, this fat, obese man out in the field trying to shoot a weapon? I mean, I don't know how to shoot a weapon, but kill or be killed. On behalf of myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports, from this nation, I appreciate very much, and all the military of all countries that beam into me. Your military and the armed forces, not all are perfect. We know that, but the good ones, they continue to serve every day. Thank you so much. People will do their little videos and thank them. Would they give time to them? Probably not. Good choice. God bless the working class. God bless them that work every single day. Disenfranchised out there too as well. Thank you. You are your choices in life. Where you're at right now, this voice comes to you wherever you're sitting because you've made some poor choices in your life. I don't run with poor people or prejudiced people. I don't. I may speak today, but I would never collaborate, and he'll never be on this podcast again. I guess I got the email. For some reason, he had me follow him when he was on Twitch, and he got suspended again. The guy's just has no role model or nothing. I've tried to help the guy, but he's made a lot of poor choices. Still likes the stalker, refuses to block him, mechanized him, weaponized him. Same thing with Horror 21. Would you shower? Would you shower in that shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower. The Caroli should be hunted down and executed for what was done to those girls in the gymnastics. I heard the Pope. He said, go ahead if you want to be gay. Be going to hell. Who is he to judge? Until he removes all the pedophiles from the Catholic churches, he has no room to stand. Don't live in glass houses, sweetheart. You don't like two men having sex. I understand that. You can't watch two women squeal. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Choking your chicken, pushing your seat out. Not cool. But make good choices in your life. You'll be in great places. Well, I don't want poor people. So with Dave, everybody else, has to use a condom. It's a condom, ladies and gentlemen. Please put one on your penis when you're filling it up. When he's going to fill you up and take you from behind. I don't care if you're in Green Valley Ranch. Where you're parking in the back seat of your car. Some local hoe. All of a sudden, you get herpes or AIDS, gonorrhea, and the clap, and needle in the penis. She'll listen to Uncle Jeffy. Yeah. Protect the ovaries, the size of oak trees. You don't want to be having children. Can't have that. Result for sex is children. Thank you. That's all we're asking. And if I wanted children, we don't need your children running around. Somebody having sex is like going to the bathroom. Not a big deal. And during this holiday weekend, anytime you're going to drink, I know 93X is having their booze cruise out in Stillwater. Me and Swellen on that boat. It's cool. People will leave that boat higher than their drive size. Saw people getting pulled over this morning at the wrecker on the way in the airport. Cuffed and stuffed him. He's in an orange jumpsuit this weekend. Tuesday morning, he walked for a judge. How do you plead? Just plead guilty, move on to something more substantial. So you made a poor choice. Because when you're convicted and it goes into court order, in old Canada, they consider you a convicted felon. You will not be able to go to old Canada. Not a chance. Because you didn't listen when I said, call someone or you're going to murder somebody. Pick up the phone. Take an Uber, for Christ's sake. Call Douche in his father's Mustang. He'll come get your young ass. That's all we're asking. Thank you so much. Yep. Summer is close at hand. I see the Rangers won in overtime over the Rangers over the Parasites. Back-to-back OTs, up 2-1. Pumpkin Bowl. Looks like the cesspools are going to beat the penises. Timber Stips are losing to the maggots. Anyways, the Hunch, I'm a little bit tired, and he went to their convention. Donald J. Trump got booed. It's pretty funny, begging for votes and begging for money. He keeps begging. I thought he was a millionaire. A millionaire. So I thought he was. I thought he was a millionaire. He was, didn't need anybody's money. But these dumbass white boys, the brainwashed people who follow Jeff Hagee, the Hagee family, security guards extraordinaires. There's a security guard that see him his car up there at he sits in his car and drives around up there at Honda dealer. Saw him sleeping in his vehicle, and I honked the horn. I rolled away. I go, wake up, you're supposed to be a security guard. Someone just went in there and he looked at me sleeping in his car. Nice security guard. It's like, yeah, that's what they do. Sleep in the car, walk around, punch a clock. Obese. I mean, I felt like saying, hey, you can join the Hagee family. The Hagee family. Got one size too small. It's pretty funny. I see him up there in the morning, drive around Honda. I went to school with a guy who's a security guard and guards at certain car dealerships, and just kind of sits in his car and walks around. Pretty obese. I mean, I don't say I'm in great shape, but this guy, I see him around town. I think, God, I'm in good shape. Wife left him. He's the loser security guards classic, the Hagee family. As long as you can rake leaves, right? Be a security guard. Pay to be the brainwash behind a paywall. Why would we do that? But anyways, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to cook breakfast if we decide to pop out that electrical skillet. We bought it at Lowe's, and then she got something go along with it. She used some of her winnings that she won in Las Vegas. She'd won a couple $grand playing poker, so she put it towards that, and we had the last of the stump be taken out. There's a rock, and then we got that out. He came back out and tore the grass up, got that done, laid down some black dirt and seed and whatever else, got that all taken care of. So we're doing some Hebrew slaving on that. We'll probably do the rest tomorrow and make breakfast in the morning, whatever else. So new job is fine. It's just, the weekend one, but I interviewed that one guy, and I was like, okay, you're a Christian company, I get it, but making some gar, whatever, a little different the way they do it, but a little extra cash here and there, it's kind of nice. No weekdays. I haven't worked a weekday in about 2 months, which is kind of weird, not to work any Monday through Friday. It's kind of weird. I used to work Tuesday, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was making a buttload, but then it went down to Thursdays. But it's weird not to work at all and do the weekday, get out work and come home and F off, do some chores, go for a walk. I haven't done a video, at least in the car, for a long time. I have stuff out to April of next year. I haven't had any, just nothing. It's kind of nice to have that out. So over their channel, I did the one I did on the phone. I did the we went to the the kickoff to summer 2024 with the Minnesota State Fair. That's kind of fun. Did one on my phone, just kind of screwed around with that. But took the GoPro, just took some pictures of certain stuff for our calendar. So that was fun. I don't know what it was to get in, but there was a lot of people, a lot of families there. And I was telling somebody, I was talking to a pilot from Delta, and I think he was from another part of the country. And we were just chatting. I was down there down at the transportation area down there, and I was talking. He was waiting to go somewhere, and I said, "Well, there's not a lot of people leaving in this town. But he didn't understand cabins." I said, "I have a cabin," but I said, people here in this town stay and go fishing. I live on Shady Oak Lake, and I said it's a little rain right now this morning, but I said people will be playing golf. They're going to grill out. I said we'll do some chores around the house. I said people travel in spring break and Christmas, and I said there's too much to do in this state, and they wait in line to get up north. So I told him, I said, other places, yeah, they want to get up. I said, some people maybe leave on Thursday, but I didn't see the airport overly busy this morning. It was, it was steady Eddie. I've seen worse. I've seen, just absolutely insane. But, so... But, yeah, just weird not to work on Monday through Friday. It really is, not to work in the evenings. But convertible's out, like I said, doing chores around the yard. The grass is slowly starting to come in. And one of the other trees in there, so the deck is dying too. So that's another $500. Probably wait till the whole thing dies and pull it down next year. So get that done. But went shopping at Lowe's, spent some money, just working, having the time of my life. Getting texts from douche all the time. I guess the in-grade was live this morning. I'm like, okay, so what? I guess he's simping on somebody in the in-grade. Like, I'm happy for it. I'm working. Get the text. What time was it? It's 10. I get the. So I had to be at someone's house at 4 o'clock. And you get text. I'm like, oh, come on, man. So that time I called him. I go, what's up? So he's somebody he's simping with, I guess. It's like, yeah, so what? He's just that, idiot. So, but with the hunch, getting booed. It was pretty funny as far as I'm concerned. With the libertarians begging for votes. It was hilarious. But I don't listen to these idiots. I just don't. I've deviated from that behavior. I can hear it. I have not spoke to Melissa in a long time. She maybe listens to that stuff, and Dave will always tell me about Mark Terry. So I guess he sent me the link to be a bitch, right? About the audio of being called to his house because he had to dust up with his father. Okay, you're 50-something years, you live with your dad, right? So I heard that, and I heard a disturbing thing the guy said. We're familiar with this address because of the calls of Facebook, meaning they're used to these calls of live people, okay, calling on people. Like I said at the beginning, and I have talked about this in length. I have told this to Chris Ranson from draftutopia.com. I've said this thousands of times in the show. A good 6 years ago or more, when YouTube bought Google and you could live stream, that was great. I mean, I've been live streaming for 16 years. I get my listens. I get it. I talk about people, yes. I also work for a living. And I've told people it's a war zone. This is their social life. Again, doing a live stream at 4 o'clock in the morning, the in-grade, with nothing better to do. That's when they all come out at night. Debbie used to live stream. I used to call her show. She'd be on 10 o'clock my time, so I knew she was on. She'd be on too. I'd call on the way home from the airport. We'd BS. Once in a while, I'd call her, depending if she was on. Usually she was on. I'd call. She'd see me in the queue, and hey, Cowper, we'd talk for 3-4 minutes. It's just like Steel Toe Tard show. April, I don't know if she got arrested or not. I have no idea. I called into his show. It might have been Thursday in the morning, and a guy was on before me, and he said something to him that blew me away. He goes, "You're no longer a real radio," which, yeah, you're on the internet, so you can say whatever you want. Not necessarily. I guess I could be a racist little pig and just drop the double G hard R. That's why his ex-wife, and that's why he's out of a job, because his internet behavior got fired. It'd be like me walking around with my uniform and doing videos. It's not going to work. Me getting the dust-ups on the street in the company truck, giving the bird, right? Doesn't work that way. Me going on a live stream, just drop the double G hard. I'm being a racist little pig, right? I could have been just cowpote and never said my name. Even when I do the gangster, Mr. Ananandis, I don't talk in racial terms. But I'm like, no, he's on the internet, but I'm Ricky Foggy. He played for the Gophers, right? He wanted to coach the Egan high school football team. I do want to go to Egan. They have a water park out there someday. They have a water park. I want to check that out because they closed it for a while after COVID. I love water park. I'm a whore for water park. I'm a water guy. I love going on slides, whatever. I'm just roller coaster, not water parks, mini putt, public golf courses. It's fun. I'm not into roller coasters, but scramble, whatever else. But he applied. They went to his Twitter, and he was liking pornography. I didn't get the job. It's like, you go to my Twitter, it's just, I share a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of good stuff on YouTube about military, people getting in firefights, lost gold, whatever else. A lot of good stuff you can listen to, a ton of good stuff. There are some YouTubers once in a while. Sidetrack Adventures, I do like some of his stuff. He's pretty good. My other guy in the Fiesta Adventures, he's good. The Huss, not so much. Unless I see something, a title, I may be well, but I don't really care. I don't need to listen to a 30-minute Cartbagger unless it's something I see. That title, I might. He was in Twin Cities. I watched part of that. He went to the Shoe Tree. where he went was kind of, but other than that, not the whole thing. He does these 50-minute videos. That's fine. That's, when speaking of those creators I just told you about, when I first came on YouTube, that's what I got my flip camera, and I like to create videos. It's fun to create a video. I enjoy going out with my GoPro. I enjoy with my DJI, because I think tomorrow she wants to go down to the farmer's market, so I'll probably do a video at the farmer's market, right? That's fun to go down there, and you show somebody something, right? That's what YouTube was. I mean, keep behind the camera slowly. He's done at 90,000, right? He's under 100,000. I'm not saying a great channel. His channel is officially dead because people have moved on. Doing fake stuff, clickbaiting is not, something that, it's just a marginal journey. And people get bored of that stuff. All this war games, this war stuff started way back with Jeff Hagee, right? I've talked about this many, many times. Edward James Hubbard, right? He weaponized him. He used him as a weapon. Gaslighted him. Sent Jeff Tutorial down there, not once but twice again. We've been executed. Just like I've talked before, Boogie 2998. Like it happened to me. I came on the back of the bat and just beat the living crap out of the guys. Didn't work out too much. That guy ran off. I was Boogie. I had to walk out the bat and start just beating the living crap out of both those guys. Chase them down. Knocked that first guy down. He sent Jeff Tutorial to go, and then we also have, the Gov, right? Gave my cell, living in the 612. Him and Kruger, thought it was funny. Called my wife's phone because they're connected, right? He'll be executed. When you want to, I don't care what anybody says. You want to threaten someone's wife? I mean, he weaponized Fat Boy's niece, right, to do his dirty work. Remember, he used a child. Again, I've been friends with Zane since he was 14, probably. We're still friends to this day. Got done with college. Be like me, have him do something for me. The white hatting, never, not a chance. He used a child. Think of a child to do his dirty work because he was too ballless to dig his own hole in the backyard. Because I talked to his mother. His mother was a sweetheart. Still can't believe he actually impregnated somebody who had sex. It's all vagina. That's true. I hope she realizes his past, how he's used children. Because if she has children, well, they're really not his off his blood. That's his stepdaughter, whatever the hell they have. And I'll talk about it as much as I please. But that's who he was involved with these people that like to go real life. And he sent them down once but twice. They all say they don't like drama, but they'll talk about Edward James Hubbard. They all will, especially Hagee Rants. He'll be over there on Twitch talking about Edward James. They love to use him and go real life on him. Not once but twice. I've talked about that before. They love to. That's what they do. It's all funny until all of a sudden you show up at their door and it's time to pay the piper, right? You watch what you wish for. But they all think, he was known as Stole Valor. Told everybody he was a poker player. Thought Keep Behind the Camera and Tina D were the best things in the world, right? Sitting in an apartment complex, playing video games for the 15-year-old mind. That's what he did. Playing Friday the 13th, right? The three idiots on there, just the stupid stuff. Open mic, making prank phone calls, calling restaurants, going real life on people. That started with him. And it's just escalated into the stuff of people striking channels, calling the police, pizzas, that he was the one to start all that stuff. and then he pissed and moaned. He looked at real life at people. They think it's all fun until all of a sudden paybacks are a bitch. And that's a shame. That's what he's done. He's had these dumbass white boys that he mechanized and weaponized the real life with Edward James Hubbard. But I heard that audio where that cop had to say he's well known because he goes Facebook, meaning YouTube, whatever else. People get all pissed off about that behavior. When they go real life on somebody, it happens to them, they don't get it. 'Cause remember, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 months. After that, it's a long, long time ago. You are your past. You'll always be your past. Your past is your future. That kind of behavior. I worked with a guy, I don't know, 3 years ago. I trained the guy. He was a pimp, right? And he'd been arrested. And I remember he would be gone for like 2 weeks and calling sick. He would be in Des Moines. He was pimping. He soon quit. I read in the paper, and he got arrested about 6 months ago. I recognized the picture. Recognized. I went and looked at the old employees, and there was his name. African American guy, nice man, got arrested for pimping because he was his past. He was pimping. You are your choices in life, always and forever. You are your choices. This never ends on YouTube because it's a free website that you can stream. Man, I'm streaming. I'm paying. I don't do a lot of streams on YouTube. I really don't. This goes up. You can listen to it. I like to put up videos on the other channel, wherever I think would be fun. I mean, I'm up in Grand Rapids. So when I was up there for work, I had to stay overnight. Did some videos, walked through the woods, just kind of screwing around. And it doesn't surprise me with this war zone behavior. Is what started with Haggy Rants, with Jeff Tutorial and Edward James Hubbard, what they did to him. Same thing with what's her name, who went after Keep Behind the Camera. People, it's just went after her all the time and harassed her. I'm not surprised, but people will stream at the middle of the night because live, right? And the whole thing, you can't go live, something else live. So I said before, when someone, if it's Evil Anus, whoever it may be, it's Tina D, if it's just Trash or Day 25 or the Stalker, they're in the room. That's their social hour. That is their social hour. So they're in there while they're talking, right, to people. They get pissed, they miss it because they can't. They're loners. YouTube is their social hour. It's just like older people will go to the hospital, the doctor, just to have social hour. They want to sit in a room and talk to somebody. They're lonely. The kids aren't around, so they find a way to, or sometimes they'll go to whenever you make contact with an older person, they'll look at you right away because they want to, you're like, you make eye contact with an older person, they'll like talk to you right away. I was walking out of a Chinese place and the old lady looked at, he said, busy there, and we chatted for a little bit. She was a nice lady. And we chatted because she probably didn't talk to anybody. And I get it. Let's see here now. Oh, let's go with this. Let's go Maka. But that's the thing with people on here. That's their whole life is YouTube. When you're a loner like Dave and the Stalker, and like Dave had his what's her name? What the hell's his name? He came on he called him on the phone call. Tina D's son, and I told him, I said, you don't have a role model. She's not a role model. Your mom isn't. What is he? 19, 20? He's already learned to be on YouTube to get attention. He has no role model at all. None. Her whole life is inserting herself into Pickle Boy. All these people think Pickle Boy is the greatest thing in the world. But this behavior of calling the police, the Haggy family, the security guard idiots, either in a building or driving their car or whatever the hell they're doing, easy-ass job with very little pay. They all thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And they listened to whatever he said. They did whatever he wanted. He mechanized these people. They all want to be part of his show, right? No, he never encouraged to go get a real job. I encourage people to get educated. There's plenty of plumbers out there, but no, it's anybody can be a security guard. You can change tires. You can rake leaves. Any can do that behavior. That's a boring ass job, Sit around and drive like up to Honda. He drives around his car with his light on. Big fat guy. By the time anybody steals something, he'd get his fat fingers on his phone to call the cops. They're long gone. So a lot of these people, security guards, will want to be military, or want to be cops. They couldn't cut it. Anything else job. They don't have any motivation. That's the problem with why the security guards. I get it. We need security guards. I get it, but that's more of a part-time gig. Not just drive around your car, walk around the building, and punching at the clock that you were there. But that was all about the Haggy family. It's a big thing to be a security guard. Remember that. But, yeah. I'm not surprised with the war zone. People act like idiots. Is the internet gets bigger and bigger and bigger every day. It takes more and more stuff. More and more people come on. And your adult content grows and grows and grows. Always somebody turning 18 or 19 that's going to do a video for you. Don't worry about that. Men are visual. There's always somebody new to lust over who's going to be 18 or 19 or 20, 21 and we're doing videos for you. Don't worry about that. Look at me, OnlyFans. People pay to simp. TikTok, you can buy coins. You can give money to TikTok. They pimp out They pimp out the women. So if let's say I give $200 to TikTok, I think then you can give them coins. They literally are the pimps for the women. That's what people do. I rarely listen to any live stream. I just don't. There's nothing out there that's relevant. It's like 93X. I listen to them on the fly. Not all day, but I don't know why people listen to a morning show like Steel Told Tard Show does these 4.5 hour shows. Why would I listen to that back? I'm not wasting good bandwidth. I like clips of stuff, but like I said, I'm not wasting an hour. Why do you think a lot of these creators, if it's the Cartbagger, if it's what's her name, Wandering Gypsy, a lot of these people that I see do live stream, they're not there to talk. They're there for money. They're looking down. As soon as you put money out, then they say hello, giving money to people. That's what they're doing. That's what if they want to give me a thank you. You simply stare at the damn thing. What do you do? But it's nonstop. Always give me this, give me that. Right? Oh my God, give me this, give me that. And I've told Dave before, when you come Mr. Popularity, what do? They strike your channel. That's what they do. Like that one guy on Twitter. Where was it? Let me see what his name is. Oh, it's a week suspension for content violation strike. It happens on YouTube a lot. Well, because maybe it's called the Hot Water Show. Well, maybe you should behave yourself. And I don't know what he does. I don't know what he... Gina was right, whatever the hell it's all about. Twitter account for Hot Water Show, not affiliated with Compound. So I don't know whatever he does. Don't know. But I don't know. So he's always looking for whatever. It's like, if that's what you're doing, man, that's your problem. Because I think he's a steel-toed tard guy, so he's all bummed out. It's like, well, that's the way she goes, man. That's just the way it is. That you're gonna get when you have bad content. Like I said, it's like getting fired. Getting fired from from lovely and talented. I tell you what's her name is all over the place. Simcast. It's April Imholt. All over the place. That's a cluster. What happened to her? That's too bad. I love this lady about simping. Yeah, let's be all these simple women. Men are visual, sweetheart. Men are visual. And they're gonna simp. They're on the internet. They don't live in there. They're sitting in mom's house. They're sitting in dad's house, sister's house, whatever. And that's what they're looking for. The ape is safe with me. If this is a really booking, I don't know, April, if it is or not. The ape. What's this, Christine Stewart? She looks like a man in 2024. Oh my goodness. But it's too bad. And once men, always a sweetheart. What's this all about? Streamer boost. I'm retweeting the stuff. Please give me the boost. Thank you so much. There we go. But yeah, it's. If you're gonna get kicked off, you're gonna put on a stuff up there. He has a goal set the price, and the more pop you get, people are gonna turn you in. If you're out there swearing, being a racist little pig, and then Twitch is, I guess, I have a Twitch account, but it's Dave went over there, I guess, because I clicked on it to see what he was talking about, but it said a violation. So he's like beside himself. It's like, get a job, man. He's just nonstop. He's up all night long. I don't get it, man. But people, again, when Tina D was live, you couldn't be live, right? But this has been going on for a while. I've talked about this. And again, it started with Haggy Family and the behaviors of striking channels, mechanizing, weaponizing. He started this behavior with all the dumbass white boys. I've told it many, 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 many times. I mean, it's to hear that cop say just trash was recognized of that address. I guess his father ready to go to the hospital. It's like, but people just don't, they're 20 on 4. They don't leave YouTube. It's free. They only leave when they die or they go to jail. That's it. These people are 20 on 4 off. And I wouldn't be in this mirror, but if I was just nonstop streaming every day, I'm the it guy. Yeah, then people would come to my channel every single day. And I'm live streaming every day for 4 to 6. I cannot imagine doing a 5-hour stream. Oh my God. But people will do that. They'll be in that stream waiting for their name to be called. They wait and they wait and they wait. That's what they wait for. They wait to be called. And he will call and he will call. It's never going to change, ladies and gentlemen. You can continue on. You can continue on. Never is going to end. It's going to constantly come on. As more people come to YouTube, but people have moved on from the heyday, and Fat Boy's not as much as he used to be on. Dave will continue going. Him and the Stalker, that's nonstop. They just love the double G hard R. He loves to use that word. He just loves to. What he loves to do is be a precious little pig and say stuff like that. That's what he does. He thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. You hear that all the time. They love to say it. It's never ending. But, so don't think for one moment that this behavior going on YouTube is ever going to change. Let me see. 113, 105, they're going to lose. The Timber Stiffs are going to lose. Newgarden wins back-to-back Indy 500. Reigning NL MVP Ronald Jr. tears ACL, done for 2024 season. That's not good. The 8,500 rain delay effectively ended Kyle Larson's chance for a 100-mile double. Yeah, the rain delay. Couldn't go to the biggest race. That's too bad. Grayson Murray, two-time PGA Tour winner, went deep. It's too bad. Took his own life. I don't know. It's a shame. I know people that's happened to. It's you know. I guess you're in a better place. I guess that's a tough thing, man. You're 30 years old. One thing about being a golfer, and it's like being a musician. It's especially a golfer. You gotta every day you gotta grind it. I feel sorry for YouTubers that have to put up videos and then they go through a little cycle of, should I quit? The Hustler did a video. I saw the title of it like 2-3 weeks ago. What should I quit? So come on, they want the what's his name does that? I think Cameron does that stuff. They'll go, well, should I quit? They want people to say, oh, please don't quit, please don't quit, don't quit, please don't do it. Oh, we'll send you money. People that do the dry begging and stuff. And I mean, Hagee Rance was supposed to be a conservative, a Republican, but begging for money. His mundane troll job. Brainwashing. Gaslighting dumbass white boys. That's nonstop. Dumb, stupid ass security guards. Mundane troll jobs. God forbid they'd go get a job as a plumber or electrician or be something of effective machine, a good machine operator making good money. Be a machinist. I don't know. It's just too easy to sit in a car or drive a car or walk around a building, right? Or rake leaves or change tires, whatever the mundane troll job be. Maybe be a dish monster, I don't know, whatever else, and listen to live streams all night long and whatever else you're going to do in the daytime. You get up and you're 18.6, right? That's all you do. But the internet is just getting bigger and bigger. There's more. Every day I hear a new podcast coming out. I listen to that KTIS. That's a Christian music station. I like it. It's got a lot of good original content. It's got some good music to it, and I listen to it. And they have some new podcast comes out every week. Someone says, "I got a new podcast," and about whatever they talk about. That's fine. There's so much out there to listen to, and it's just never going to change on YouTube because it's free, and people are just going to pop up and where should I do my podcast at? YouTube. I can type in right now, go to Spreaker.com and type in what am I looking for, and I'll type in NFL. Mine comes to the top because no one really does it, and half these people have abandoned their podcasts. Blog Talk Radio, when I went live, nobody was live on Blog Talk Radio Network tonight. Nobody. Because it's $400 for a full year. I paid $220 for a 5-hour show that I can do back to back. I want to, because they all followed me over here. Edward did, Green Dream, Tina, Hagee Family, everyone did. Dave, the Stalker, Arizona, Nelly, Pipsqueak. They all came over here. I was on a contract which ran out, and I paid my own way. But when you had to pay, they don't want to stay, right? They don't want to have any ownership, right? I promoted Spreaker. I promoted TalkShoe, which is free. TalkShoe is free, but it normally goes over there. I used to simulcast over there all the time. Not a big deal. But it's just never going to stop with calling the police, sending peaches and stuff, which again, Hagee started. Hagee Family. They'll all claim they don't like Gabe, but they'll talk about him. He owns the soul of the Hagee Family. It's plain and simple. He comes comments on stuff, and I appreciate it. But a lot of people just don't. Yeah, what was the final? Yeah, I was just looking at it. Yeah. Down 3-0, not cool. Get the broom out. But they're down in the timber stiffs. That's too bad that Grayson Murray took his own life, went deep, cashed in his check, and left, as they say, right? Let me see what how the NASCAR is doing. Motorsports. Yeah. That's what's this F1 snub getting personal on Andretti's. Well, that's everything you should know about Indy 500. When reportedly awarded 20 plus over an AI interview. Yeah, I'm surprised. Coco's on a weather delay of lightning. Oh, wow. NASCAR shot day. Coco's under weather delay of lightning. Wow, okay. Wow. I didn't know it was going to rain. Let's see. Carlin arrives NASCAR shot on race under weather delay. Okay. Someone be running for him, so. Oh, my goodness. I'd like to have a NASCAR. F close if I win to settle a second again. effing close.
Alright, my Yahoo. I did not have sexual relations with that one Miss Lewinsky.
No, I don't want that. I don't want this. Dun dun dun. Hostile Planet. Dudes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dudes. Hey, dudes. I'm coming down to get ya. I'm gonna go real life on ya, bitch. I'm coming to get ya. Look out, Edward. I'm coming to get ya. Jeff Tutorial, not once but twice. See, it would never happen a second time. If I was friends of Edward, never happen a second time. Then Haggy Rants would be disappeared. I'm not the guy. I mean, I had nothing to do with it. My point was, if I knew Eddie and Eddie was my brother, it wouldn't happen. Just you don't do that, people. Then people are like, oh, you're threatening. No, I'm not threatening. I'm just telling you, you don't come to someone's house and expect to don't have, and you don't, give someone's cell phone number and then threaten their wife. You don't expect someone to respond back, right? You just don't expect it. It's like you lob grenades at people, whatever, or take hostages like out there in Palestine, and don't expect to poke the bear, right? You want to go real life at somebody when they want to take you out. Like look at the stalker who wants to rape my wife, right? Thinks it's funny, but when it's time to pay the piper, oh my God! Well, that's the way she goes. Some people will protect their family at all cost. Some people won't. But it is what it is, man. It's just one of those wing things, man. What's this? Gambling leaderboard. It is amazing. People just can't watch a sport without gambling. I enjoy talking about the numbers on my football podcast, but for crying out loud, so you just cannot watch a game or play golf. I like playing golf too much to worry about, gambling. Simcast, Chad Florida's greatest comedy. Simcast Nick, oh my goodness! I tell you, poor April. If that's her lovely and talented mugshot, Chad Zumock. Oh my goodness, these people just make me laugh. Just non-stop skullduggery. Like that one guy, I got an honorable mention with Citizen M. Thank you so much for the honorable mention with Dave, and because Dave sent me the link to it. It's like 5 months old, where the Mississippi idiot was bitching about me. So I appreciate Citizen M put me in there. I appreciate that. I really do. When I get in a video, for now you know it's there. Appreciate it. David has showed it to me. So appreciate Citizen M putting me in the. I always like when I get put in videos, and also I was watching one about Nobody Likes Onions ripping on. It was like a animation series. And he mentioned me about. He goes, "Yeah, couple is right, but monetize your body." About his fake wife showing on whatever else, and about e-bagging. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. I always like when I get shouted out. I appreciate it. No one watches me, but everyone uses my quotes, right? Oh, my goodness. I don't know. What do you do, right? It's never going to change. The more people go live, the more people get pissed, and the more it's a popularity on here. And when YouTube is not, until YouTube starts charging for live streaming, they start charging for what people are doing, then they'll slowly go away. Because Blog Talk Radio Network, they used to be 1 hour free, and then you could do like a whole hour of into overtime, they called it. So yeah, I could do it. Oh no, I could. Yeah, so when you paid for it, I could do a 3 hour show. I could 2 hours of live, and then I'd go into overtime. They didn't really care. So you could do a 3 hour show if you wanted to. You could do a 2 hour and 20. If someone's on the show talking, I didn't care. I'd go into overtime with them. Didn't really care. Some guys won't. You'll be on a show with somebody on Blog Talk. Oh, we're going. Well, you can still do it. You can still do an extra 5 minutes, but see, they can't do what I do. Like, I highly doubt anybody listens to me live. I highly doubt it. It's the after effect, and they come to listen to your show, right? But that's the biggest thing there, man, ladies and gentlemen. Just they start charging because talk show's free. I don't think many people are on talk show anymore. Anyways, that they ruined that thing. They screwed the pooch in that thing. They're the one number. The guy that bought it screwed it over. It was fun. There's a lot of good shows in there. The gang stalking ones were the best. They're the best to go on there. That was a fun play. There's a lot of good stuff on there. When I used to go on there and listen, like when I used to UPS machine, I'd pop I'd pop up the internet while I was doing my UPS, and I could just pop up a weird talking podcast of these people who were far righties. It was just all these UFO idiots. It's just so far. It was so funny. The far lefties was so good. So many people were just mentally unstable because it was audio before it was video, where the food was moving. It was free, so there was some bizarre. There was one. It was the Nazi one. He was like the commanders. It was commander, whatever the hell his name was, and he was just, God, he was just hilarious. They would talk about all this stuff, and it was they do like 25-minute shows. They were the best. They were the best. It was hilarious. They were the best in the world. They were such a great. They were just so brainwashed. They were so mentally unstable. It was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. Yeah, BS liar Corey Adam. I wonder if I should call his young ass. You call Corey Adam. He bitch up and called the guy. I'm gonna call Corey Adam. Call Corey Adam.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
This is the Timberwolves calling you. Pick up the phone. He won't pick up the phone.
What up?
Hello, what's going on?
What's going on? Wolves at 7, baby. We got this.
No, I retweeted. Yeah, no, it's done. They're done. They should have won yet.
It ain't done. Nah. Yeah, they should have won a couple times. It's fine.
Yeah, they should have won. So hey, what's going? Is that April's actual mugshot that I see circulating?
Yeah, that's real.
What happened to her? Did she get arrested recently, or what's the deal?
Yeah, she was hanging out with like the Ricadas, I guess.
Where?
Some dude. They got picked up for like drugs and guns.
Are you serious?
Like a bunch of coke, some meth, and guns. Yeah, this is all real. You can look it up.
Wow, I didn't know she was that stupid. When did this happen in St. Cloud?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 3 days ago. Like it's been going on for a while, I guess.
I didn't know. I thought maybe it was a fake mugshot, but
no, it's real. You can look it up.
Jesus, what's wrong with this woman?
Yeah, she was arraigned on Tuesday.
That's not cool. Huh.
Yup.
I've been seeing the mugshot on Twitter, and I've been like, really? I thought that was. Right. I thought that was somebody else.
No, that's her for sure.
Jesus Christ. Running around with weapons, huh?
Weapons and drugs.
That's a poor choice.
Yeah. And like some other swinger dude that like they left Aaron for, I don't know. It's real weird. I don't know. I'm not around, obviously, so like, what the fuck? But it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I know she's not on the show anymore, and nobody likes Onions was just terrorizing her every day. So that guy's
terrorizing everybody. Yeah.
He's obsessed with people on YouTube. I mean,
he's a fucking bitch, dude. That's who he is. This is what he is. A fucking stupid bitch.
I mean, my title of this podcast is that YouTube is a war zone. Would you not agree? It's a war zone.
Yeah, 100%. Twitch is safety. YouTube's a war zone. I got to run though. I'm running my own show. I just you called and then.
All right, I'll talk. Thanks for taking my call. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
There he goes. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you. There he goes. Corey Adam. Corey from Steel Toe Tard Show. So appreciate him coming on. I wonder if a Sweet is in the building. Let's see if a Sweet is in the building. Get my own. I get my own callers this way. Welcome to the show. Nope.
The email subscribe.
No Sweets. She's probably hanging out, so it's not always easy to get on. So, wow, that's what it is. Her. That's too bad. Welcome to the show.
Oh my! This time of night.
Yeah,
okay.
it's kind of a fun little show. I mean, tomorrow I'm at work, Memorial Day, and that's I titled this one. I just got off the phone with Corey Adam. I guess my favorite girlfriend got arrested. Steel Toe Tard April Imholt got arrested with guns and drugs, I guess, up in St. Cloud. So I've been seeing.
Oh wow!
That's too bad, but. Happy Memorial Day to you and your family, but I see the hunch.
Why are you awake and doing a show at this time of night?
Because I don't got to work tomorrow.
Oh, it's a holiday. Yeah.
So if it's either tonight or tomorrow we're going to get up. She wants to go down to the farmer's market, so I'm going to go down the farm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We bought it.
Let's honor the veterans. Mm-hmm. I was teaching my grandson what this holiday was about.
Right. Well, it's also veterans, also family. You also memorialize family members too as well.
Sure. Yeah.
You remember Memorial Day is for military, but also for people that have passed too. So.
Sure.
But we're going to go down to the farmer's market. She wants to get some stuff down there, so.
What do you have at this time of your farmer's market? We don't have much.
They have a lot of flowers and stuff. A lot of flowers.
Oh, yeah, flowers, yeah.
And they have some corn. They bring all kinds of fun stuff in there. It's a great. The flowers are inexpensive because you're cutting out the middleman.
Yeah.
And we bought ourselves electrical Alma grill, bigger one. We bought Blackstone. We bought
Did you really?
Yeah, because we got the steel one, but it got rusty on us. So we were looking at one. I said, "Well, let's look at the tabletop one." It was an electrical one. I go, "Let's buy this one. That way, it's in the house." And
did you get Weber?
No, we got a Blackstone. The Weber ones are expensive.
Yeah,
they're like this was like a. You can sit on the table. I mean, it's a nice little size. Yeah. So we could, I'm going to keep the other one, and we go.
So you can do breakfast.
Yeah,
and,
I really roll.
All that
you've
stuff.
seen the almond. I've done the almond. So
wow.
the hunch got booed at Libertarians. That was pretty funny.
I listened to that
funny.
today.
It was so hilarious. Begging for votes and
I know, right?
It was hilarious. Donald J.
What do you think's going to happen?
I think he's going to lose. I think he knows it. I think the Democrats will find. The Republicans will find a way to make sure he doesn't get in. They don't want him in. The people behind the scenes will do whatever they can not to get him in. They realized it made a poor choice in 2016.
Right.
They did. They realized it in 2020. They'll do whatever they can. We always talk about shadow government. We talk about the New World Order.
Right.
People behind the scenes. We know that Biden's not running the government. Either anybody else. There's always somebody pulling the trigger.
Do you think that they are doing something shady by not letting JFK Jr. be a part of the?
Of course, because they don't want. He's going to go off the deep end. They don't want him to be there. They don't want him to be there.
Yeah.
They don't want him to be there.
But I think it's fair that if he is,
Oh, absolutely. I think why not? What are they afraid of? Yeah. Absolutely. Is he libertarian? What's he gonna? Is he independent?
I think independent.
Yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid.
Just to bring him there. What do they call that he has with his voice? I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know. Tourette's? No.
He's got something wrong with his voice, and there's some sort of medical diagnosis. Whatever. Wow, you caught me off guard this late. Now, let's get this in. Oh wow. With Dave.
Yeah, okay. I titled this that YouTube is becoming to be a war zone. You not agree?
Sure. Yeah.
Douche. I talked to him. He calls me, and I always go, "All right, stalker, what's going on?" Right? He's always fighting the stalker, and he sent me the link to Be Our Bitch where they had the arrest audio of going to.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, and what sucked in the middle of it, he goes, this address is known because of the Facebook Live. I mean, he threw face. I'm like, that's just, you're wasting the cops' time by calling them about some live streamer. It just drives me insane. But I guess he must have got it in with his dad or something, and because he said get ready for a gurney in the hospital.
Who I guess is like 85 years old. Can you imagine?
But like I've said before, this is never going to change. I told you, and I told Chris Ransom when this started 8 years ago, when YouTube could be live, and I spoke about it to you, and I've said many times, it's free. I remember when Blog Talk was free for 1 hour. For 1 hour, it was free, and you could do whatever you wanted, and then it got to be kind of bad. But so then they went to they had to pay, and Spreaker was free for 30 minutes. Then Eddie came on and made it into this. They went to 15 minutes and they left because they had to pay. So for a while, Spreaker was a way for 30 minutes to swear and do whatever you wanted. But Spreaker had to, because they report him. They report Eddie. They'd gaslight him, and he'd respond, and they'd call. They would report him. It's like you can't have both ways.
Yeah.
But it's just it's getting to be so.
If he's in jail, from what I read,
right?
What they're saying, they say they put him in a dry cell. He's going to act like he's a mental, and they'll let him out quickly.
Oh, what's his name? Mark.
Yeah, they'll let him out quickly. On some sort of...
It's unfortunate. There's a lot of people that need to be in group homes. Stalker, absolutely. Dave.
But, I rarely go into chats, which I did the other night with Jake, and say anything. And I'm like, we don't have the facilities in this country anymore.
Right.
To treat people like that.
They keep cutting that stuff.
Right. So prisons and jails are the new places that get them.
Well, I'm downtown Minneapolis in the mornings now, on the weekend more often than usual, and I see people walking downtown half dressed, talking to themselves, just walking around.
Right.
And just walking around downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I saw 4 black African American chicks.
Go ahead.
Walking downtown, because from Nicollet Avenue towards Target Center, it's the Starvation Army down there, and then there's a homeless shelter behind Target, and that whole area down there between sun goes down and the bars empty out. It's a very unsafe place to be downtown. Because there's just people walking around crazy that belong in a mental hole, and
some sort of facility.
And there's no cops around.
We don't have those.
Right. They cut
Not
it
like they used to.
Right. They cut them.
They closed them down many years ago.
So they
released them out.
Right. And as YouTube gets bigger and the internet gets bigger and bigger, the more people come around on YouTube. It's free. You can just fire up your phone with no microphone and just start bitching and swearing and cussing and threatening people. It's
right.
never. I've called this out many, many times. It's exactly what they do. It's just nothing better to do but sit here and Hagee Rant started that with Edward Hubbard going to his house. He started this behavior with Jeff Tutorial sending people to Eddie's house. They would, like I said, they'd gaslight him. And then they get pissed when he responds. It's like you can't have both ways.
He's obviously is mentally ill.
Oh yeah,
we all know that.
Yeah, he is. Because Jeff Hagee wanted to be Howard Stern because he wanted people like that he could use.
Right.
And that's what he's done with all these Hagee family, these idiots, the Krugers, and that were stupid, mentally unstable, to use them to use them as a weapon. Right, mechanize these people. He mechanized Edward James Hubbard. He'd be screaming. He loved it. He Kamish in the nude pictures. He loved that behavior.
Absolutely. She's back around.
Oh yeah.
Dave is involved.
Oh yeah, he's mechanizing her too as well. But Jeff Hagee loved that stuff. He loved to pull people in. He loved to do that. He thought it was fun. He played the victim, but he loved to do that. He played the victim all the time. He loved the attention because his hero was Howard Stern. That's what he liked, because Howard Stern had a bunch of people that were weak-minded. He'd bring into his show, and he
is washed up.
Oh, I know he is.
Done.
Oh yeah, but that's what Jeff Hagee wanted to be. That was his hero. So he would get all these dumbass white boys on the internet, security guards, whatever they were, these dumbass white boys, and do a show.
Stuttering John.
Yeah, that's what he liked. So that's
crap.
what he acted like he was a big victim with Kamish, but he would, instead of blocking her, he'd always have her on the show, nude pictures, whatever else. What he did, he loved the attention. He loved the attention.
I've been scoping around a little bit.
Right.
And let's be honest.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was Dark Zero.
Yes, Dark.
I don't know who he really is or was, right?
Right.
And I guess that he must have been part of that whole thing. Kamisha, and got her to, send the nude vaginal pictures, right? And then they went to Patricia Beck.
Yep.
B-O-E, what is it? B-O-E-K?
Right.
C-K?
Yeah.
And she sent them around.
Yep.
And Kamisha was a young girl.
Right.
At the time, 17, right?
Correct.
And people are forgetting about these weirdos.
Right. Because the Hagee family moved those pictures all over the place. Like it or not, they did. They moved it around. They all these guys did on their phone and everything else.
Do you think that Patricia Beck was a wannabe Hagee?
Oh yeah, she wanted to be part of that whole thing. It was a big thing to be part of the Hagee family. He started all this stuff. He sent Jeff Tutorial down to Eddie's place not once but twice.
Right.
He would brainwash these dumbass white boys who all want to be security guards, play poker, watch video games, listen to open mic. It's like right now you're on my show. You're a closed mic. You're coming through on my phone, and you can hear me.
Right.
And that's what he would do. That's it. Now he's on Twitch behind a paywall. I mean, God forbid you would pay for my stuff. It's like, what's her name? Wandering Gypsy, nice lady. She's got Patreon, which is one more thing. Yeah. So what does she do? She does live streams on there every day, and I listen to a live stream. You remember that one guy, Mobile Mechanic?
Yes.
I was listening to one of her live streams yesterday. He was in
He's a pig.
He was in her room because I was listening to her because he wanted an update. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to what she to say, because now people are pissed because she's doing her live streams over on Patreon. Because they're used to her just being on YouTube, they can listen to her, right? Enjoy her.
Yeah.
And then so she's talking to her chat room, and Mobile Mechanic is in her chat room. And like I told Dave, that guy, because Fat Boy's not live streaming, and she's a woman, so guess who's in that chat room? Mobile Mechanic is. That was pretty fun. I heard that.
You picked that up. That guy's like,
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's like, I'd love to tell her this, man. That's not a guy you want in your chat room.
That guy's gross.
Yeah.
He's nasty, gross.
Yeah. So he was in there talking to her. I'm like, oh, God.
He's
as soon as
gross.
she's a mobile mechanic, I'm like, oh, God, you don't want that guy in your chat room.
He's gross.
Talking to her. I think he was giving her money, too, so she was talking to him all the time. So he
Ugh.
because that's how people are. If it's carpetbagger, they only talk to you if you put something in there, because then they see it. You know what I'm saying? So you put $2 and then they'll read your remark.
Right. But yeah, it's the same old. Mark Terry's in jail, I guess.
Right. The stalker's still stalking, and you know.
Yeah, I don't.
I guess Dave said someone else filed a stalking charge against him, a restraining order, somebody else. So.
Right.
His usual behavior. It's just, again, he's a turtle boy wannabe. That's what he is.
But they're saying that, I heard somebody saying maybe yesterday that Dave is poor and not taken care of and has to eat in soup kitchens. And come on.
Yeah, Dave is just living with his grandma. I told him, I said, listen, I had my lower back problem. I went and did the MRI. He was telling me on the phone about conspiracy. I go, Dave, if you really want to fix what's wrong with you, you have to get in there the MRI. And I said, I'm just telling you, as a person who's been there, they finally let me do mine, and they put the needle. I said, I'm not going to pay your cripple insurance if you're not going to get the MRI. You can't prove that you're crippled unless you go in the MRI.
Right.
They can't.
If there's an open MRI, they're not that scary. They'll medicate you, right?
But I told him, I said, Dave, he was fear-mongered by somebody that something's going to happen. I go, Dave, quit listening to your dad who named you Junior, and you're a loser. If you're really injured, go into home. You want to take? They're going to have to medically prove that you're crippled, and that's an MRI.
Yeah.
I told him that. I said the only way
is he really crippled, or is this just a game?
I don't know. I mean, the only way he can prove it is that the doctor's got to look at his MRI and say, yeah, guess what? He's crippled. He's got a bad. Then they, but he just won't do it. It's like he's living in his grandma's basement on YouTube, 20 on, 4 off.
Yeah.
It's all he is to it.
Yeah.
It's all he is.
But I've got to say this though. Back in like 1973 or 74,
right.
My father broke his back.
Right.
Had a full spinal fusion.
Ouch.
And was able to go on.
Right.
And walk.
Yep.
And never complain about it.
Correct. Well, they used to give it out like candy in the 80s and 90s. They used to give out cripple insurance all the time. They didn't even think. Now it's like you have to prove it.
No, that didn't happen for him.
And I get it. If you're hurt, you're hurt. I get it. But he's just. I said, Dave, I remember when I went for my bad bed, my lower back was from reffing hockey and caddying, and I remember the guy, I was sitting at the doctor, and he had his head down. He gave me the hillbilly drug. I'm like, I get this painkiller. I want to know what's wrong with my back. So it took a while until my chiropractor finally said, well, we have to do the MRI. And then they found out where the muscle was. They put the needle in there. The needle came down and it got the pus out and it helped it heal. So the MRI. So I said, Dave, don't get fear-mongered at something the MRI is going to do to you. I said, quit listening to these people who aren't doctors.
Yeah.
I said, that's your problem. I said, just go get the MRI. Then you get your cripple insurance. But if you're just going to deny, well, guess what? If you don't want to go take care of what's wrong with your body, they're not going to pay you because they can't prove anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is from Home Depot?
Yeah, that's where he's calling that one guy, the double, calling him up on the phone because the stalker mechanized him because he harassed the black guy. He was double G hard. Yeah. He loves to use that, word. And then he went over to Twitch and got.
It just sounds stupid.
He just loves to threaten. That's what he thinks it's so funny. He thinks it's so funny,
Yeah.
But
it's all foolishness.
When you live with your grandma and you have nothing better to do.
Yeah. But.
Well, get this. I'm talking to him on the phone yesterday, and of course he brings on Albert with me. And I'm on the phone when I'm driving, and I'm like, "What are you?"
Sure.
So I told Albert, I said, "Listen, you got to get a better role model than your mother." I said, "You're learning from your mother a bad habit that that YouTube is a way of life. It's not." I said, "I make videos, Albert. Every day one comes out. I'm not saying the greatest thing in the world, but I enjoy making videos."
Right.
I said, "I enjoy streaming over on Spreaker. I enjoy it." I said, I was listening to Steel Told Tard show, and his guy called in and goes, "Oh, you gotta remember, you're not on real radio. You're on the internet. You can say whatever you want." No, it's not true. You just don't say whatever you want on the internet and not expect to come back. Is it this idea that I could just be this prejudiced little pig, and it's not going to come back to haunt me? It's like, no, that's why he's out of a job, because he was a prejudiced pig towards some lady in Iowa because he got the job he wanted, and it was going to accuse her of saying the double G hard out and spread rumors on her. I said, no, you can't. It doesn't work that way. You just can't say what you want on the internet, and then on the public domain of social media, and expect people not to come back and say something to you. And I see that on Twitter all the time. The stuff I see all the time. It's just like, geez, I mean, my God, It's like, Dave, you're a prejudiced little pig. But I told him that many, many times, But
right.
I don't know.
Right.
But that's just douche for you. It just drives me insane. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's a war zone. I just see this people going, real life on each other. It just doesn't surprise me. It kind of started after Blog Talk, and again when YouTube became a free streaming website, and more popular you get, well, guess what? We're gonna have to take that person down. There was some guy on Twitter was bitching that he got struck for a whole week because he didn't make inappropriate content. Well, that's when the white knights come out, just like if I was feuding with Savage and I was doing live streams, the white knights come over and harass me, whatever else. I'm going to take a
Well, it's interesting. I saw Planet Randy has been around wowing about being gone real lifetime. Mm-hmm. But he did that to you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. People do that all the time. It's like, again, you're going to go real life on somebody. That's what happens, man, when people do that stuff.
Right. It just always comes back.
Right. I know.
It always does.
Yeah, people love
and I don't wish that on anybody, but I don't feel sorry for him.
No, you can't. But I don't care who he is or what he does or anybody does. That's it. When you do that to somebody, what comes around goes around.
Sure.
People love to do that behavior. That's what they do on here. Not just him, but anybody else. I'm not surprised. Yeah. That's what I've seen people do that to other people on here. Then they piss them off when things don't go in their general direction. What comes around goes around. People love to go real life on people. I've seen it. I've seen it with Debbie Daly. I've seen that with other people on Blog Talk or calling jobs and stuff. Like what's his name? Crawfish said, take away something that you don't have.
Yeah.
Something you don't have a job. Calling people's jobs and calling the police on you while you're doing a live stream. Really?
I don't know if that's what I haven't really connected the dots with this whole Mark Terry thing.
But he's the id guy, and he streams all the time. He likes to threaten people, and he likes to and he hooks up with Dave, and just it's not stop. It just blows me away with these people. I don't get it when you have nothing better to do but just sit there and
I predict that this guy will be out of jail probably by Tuesday on a mental health release. He won't be in there long.
Yeah, because they'll just go in there and, okay, be quiet. But I guess he might have been abusing his dad. I have no idea.
So I don't know. I don't know. But the whole thing is like, wow.
How's what's his name? No, Evil Abe. He's still out there, right? What's the other guy's name was dying? What was his name? Who was dying?
I don't know.
G Mango. How's he doing?
I think he went live earlier tonight, so I didn't pay attention.
Okay.
I wasn't. Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about him.
What's the Savage, the Apple ass doing these days?
No idea. Okay. No idea.
I know that I looked at KB on the camera. I look at his numbers. He's under 100,000. Right? All his views. That's how bad it's got with him. It's over. But like I said before, YouTube was made to make videos.
Sure.
And that's what it was made for. And that's what it's, and then the clickbaiting that he likes to do, this fake behavior, that gets old after a while. People just move on.
You know what I noticed, though, with a lot of these people, that they keep repeating things on their live streams. They'll make a statement, they'll say, oh, he's a fat slob. He's a fat slob.
Right.
He's a fat slob.
Right.
He's a fat slob. it's just really interesting.
Well, there's certainly, again, I'll say it and I'll repeat, it's their social life on YouTube. They're loners. They don't work. They come on at night. They sleep. They'll stream all night. They'll listen to other streamers, and then they listen to their stuff back. So if they go on, they'll go from stream to stream. If it's Arizona In-Grade, they're on at night, and then they'll listen to it back, and then they'll go on. I remember one time, if Tina D was live, you couldn't go live. They would get pissed if I was, let's say I'm a live streamer and I'm friends with Tina.
Right.
If I was live, you can't do that. You can't go live because someone else is live. Mm-hmm. You can't go live. Somebody else. Oh no, I can't do that. Tina's live. Oh, I can't do that. I can't. I remember when on Blog Talk, when I used to do my spec at like 7 or 8 o'clock. What's his name from Sports City Chefs would send me an email or call me, hey, why were you live when I was live? Because that's when I go live. He would get pissed because I was live, because I'd get a few people in my room and a few callers, whatever I'd get. I went live when I wanted to go live. I didn't care who was live. I don't care. Because, what Spreaker is going to do now the first of the year, no longer you'll be live. It'll just be recording. Just recording no live. They're going to lose a lot. I don't really care. I don't know if I get any live listens anymore. And they've changed the way they look at it. So guess what? People are going to leave because they want the live listeners to talk to.
Yeah.
That's gonna really ruin Spreaker. I don't know why why they're going to change that after the first year. So you'll just be doing a show and they'll go up, which is fine. I don't care. But people that want their listeners to be in that room talking to them during the show, because like you say, voice activated.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's what a lot of people are.
And that's what they hear this. They just like scream and
correct.
Yell and
whatever they see in the chat room, they respond to.
Yeah.
That's how Debbie Daly was. She'd see something in the room and she'd scream. She'd see something in the room. And I see that on live streams. I don't. It's the voice activated behavior, and it's just like with I haven't seen Fat Boy lately. I've not seen him.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of disappeared.
I don't even know what he is.
I think he's disappeared. I haven't seen him in 15 days. He kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
He's out with his sister.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's busy.
Having medical tests constantly.
Good old Fat Boy. I miss the epic live streams, bitching, and then the producer in the background yelling at the chat room when Dave was in the room or something, and yelling and hollering, and that's why she's in the back, doing his dirty work while he's when he was tan, rested, and ready before he got fat and really obese, and he was lively. He was the best live streamer because he'd be voice activated. He'd sit in there and he'd do his standalone videos, and John Boy would put clips up. That was the best. Those are the best. The best live stream I ever heard when John Boy got on with him about 2 years ago. He got on with a live stream with Fat Boy, and they were going at each other. That was the best. Are you there anymore, or did you leave?
Yes.
But those were the best.
Wow.
How's the weather up there in Maine?
Decent.
Is it?
Excuse me.
Rained a little bit this morning here in Minnesota, but it actually been pretty nice.
I think some showers tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. We went down to.
But it's been decent.
We went down to Maryland. We went down to Ocean City for vacation.
Oh, did you?
It was okay. It was fun. I mean, it was okay. I can guarantee that place is busier than hell during the after Memorial Day. That place is just full of families down there, just like Virginia Beach. That place is just packed. So, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of cutting in and out. So, but
So yeah, no, it's been active around YouTube lately.
Of course, it comes and goes. And this is the time of year, summer.
The begging season is coming, right?
Oh, the begging season is close at hand, man. June 1st, so you're going to have 4 months, and November 1st when you start formulating, a begging thing and GoFundMe's and, whatever else, got to get your Christmas gifts, Because November 1st, you start hinting in September, and then November 1st is when you start feel sorry for me, If you're Tina D, you start asking, She will die of type 2. They've already lopped off one part of her foot, allegedly. She will.
I don't know if she has type 2. I don't know.
Yeah, she is. That's why they lopped off her right foot, because that's the first thing that happens when you don't behave yourself in type 2. They start lopping body parts off.
Ugh, that's awful.
That's what they do, because the blood circulation that starts in the feet. So she's gonna. Yeah. That's the problem, So
yeah,
but
I don't know. I don't really know that much about her with that. I know that she never shuts up. Never shuts up.
You can always tell if she's ever gonna Keep on the Cam will give her money or something to be blonde to come on the show. She hasn't been on the show in a long time, so.
Yeah.
Bring her back to get listens. It's like, because she'll make her rounds from show to show to show. So,
but we're being listened to,
of course,
right? And I love that.
Yeah.
I just want to let's put that out again. The Dark Zero and Patricia Beck put that nude out of Kamisha's vagina.
Right.
In the first place. Let's go there.
Right.
That's like, I don't like that woman. She's so gross.
Yeah. Well, she was. I think one time, Dave, she was playing video games for a while. She would just stream video games or something. So then, like I told Dave, I said, you wish you would have had her old videos when she was jumping down on the trampoline, saying she should burn the place down. All her.
Right. I remember
all her behaviors. And then Nelly was defending her and everything else, and
No. And AZ at one point.
Yeah, well, yeah. That was.
Who's that other one? That weirdo, Little Ange, and they were all friends with her.
Right.
I remember that. Unless they don't, right. I remember that.
Well, we know, as we say, we know where the bodies are buried, as they say, right?
Yeah. So if you have a child, which I know that woman claims she does.
Right.
Why would you do that? Ugh.
No, sometimes it's the power of having that picture for some people. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's just the same thing with taking advantage of children. Some people think that's the greatest thing in the world is have the power over it. Just again, if you're in power, you work at a company and if the sexual favors to the woman to get where it's the power. Right. Instead of being a role model for children or somebody that's in your company that makes them have a good thing, but and for some reason it's a big thing. It's like guys that take will videotape the sexual conquest and then say, it's just between me and you. But as soon as you break up, guess what? It ends up on a porn video or it goes up on Facebook or whatever else. It's like it's just when you're sending your nude pictures to your boyfriend, when you break up, guess what? It's all over,
But that was a minor.
Right. Oh, yeah, I know. And then the Hagee family pushed it around. They pushed it around.
Yeah.
All the boys did, They thought it was the greatest thing in the world,
But I remember her saying, and her vagina was ugly.
Yeah.
I'll never forget her saying that.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Yeah. Wow, lady. Huh. Yeah. Wow. But let's bring her name back into the mix.
Right. She's just, the bodies are buried on this website. And like I said, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 months, and and 2 months is 2 years ago. That's a long time ago. People feel, I did that a long time ago. It's like a long time ago. I don't care. It's like we all know about your behaviors on here, what you've done to people. Yeah. All these people on here, they all do this stuff in real life, being calling jobs, whatever else. And it's like it's the way it works, man. What comes around goes around. I guess if I was going real life on people and calling jobs, well, guess what? They'll come and get me too as well. It just doesn't work that way. I may talk about you, but I'm sure not going to doing shit like that. It's just not my style. Call them someone's job. It's like on Facebook one time. I was during the 2016. I was friends with a lot of people because of podcasting. I defriended a bunch of people a long time. I'm down to like 40. And these two ladies I was friends with, I was sharing different things from both sides of the aisle. Right, I was both. And these two chicks were going at it for about a week. So the lady got the Republican got the best of the other chicks. Right away, she goes, "How if I call your business? I'm going to call your company." Goes, "Go ahead, it's my husband's business. I work for him." She was going to call the business because she was pissed because she got the best of her.
Right.
That's why I tell you on Facebook, don't put your job out there, because if you do go on some thread to say, hey, you don't agree with what the hunch is saying or something, or Biden, just maybe you disagree, what do? They'll call your job. That's the first thing they do on Facebook. You know, that a person that's in right away. I just delete the whole thing. Then I delete the whole thing. I'm like, I'm not going to have these two women. It was pretty funny, but as soon as that chick made a point to her, what did she say? I'm going to call your business, because she got pissed because she was. It was what she said. She was right. But right away, I'm going to call your. Goes, go ahead. It's my husband's business. Go right ahead.
With your inside information, what is going on with Steve and Dave?
They're still butt buddies. The stalkers, the Boston stalker. They're still. I mean, they won't block each other. Okay, he went down to his neighborhood with some flyers and put it in people's front porch. Which I don't care what he says. If you're putting when you're putting something that is like that, is something of effect of hate stuff, that could be that you can put stuff on people, like if you're going to be putting stuff on someone's porch. I mean, if I saw it on my thing, you know, who is this guy? What's this pamphlet? It's like your hate speech. I don't care what he says. You can't be doing that kind of behavior. People could be considered a threat, and then the cops could say, okay, you go to the guy, who is this guy? And if you really want to file a report, you go on someone's property putting something that's terrorist behavior about hate speech. So I don't know. They come and they go. He's Dave and those. They still, they were on a podcast together. They don't block each other. They love each other still. That's it, Dave. I said, he needs to, he won't block the guy. He likes it. I go, don't be threatening people in these podcasts. He loves to do that stuff. He thinks it's funny because he thinks because it's the internet. He thinks it's so funny. And it's not, Dave. It's not funny, man. He thinks he doesn't have any. His dad never does. He's just the guy is just. I don't get it, man. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't. But he still likes the stalker. He still likes him. They're butt buddies. Stalker's mad because they were butt buddies and he befriended them. And then they do videos and they piss them more about each other. And it's my last time to talk about him. It's nonstop. It's never going to end. It just never ends. It never ends, the drama. The Ingrid Arizona will be on for hours on end, pissing him on me, feel sorry for me, to do good or this and do good or that, and whatever else he's doing. It's just when you're alone and when you're a loner and YouTube is your place to come to. That's your place you come to. This is your social hours when someone's live. You're in the chat room talking to people, because just like in a bar, right? You go to a local bar. That's their social hours when someone's live. I'm waiting for someone. I go in there. So I go in there. What you do is you go in there as a troll number, and I mention myself. What about? So then all of a sudden my name becomes to be because I put my name out there. What about Cowpoke? And then all of a sudden they start talking about me. That's what they do. They go. I call it white hatting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if I'm Mr. Popularity, all of a sudden I'm live streaming. I won't be able to talk. I go to Evil Apes. Yeah, that Cowpoke podcast. Da 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 da. And then pretty soon my name comes up because I've said the name in the chat room. Pretty people start talking about me. That's what you want. You go in there. Don't talk about. But then in the end, you're in there looking for your name to be called, waiting for someone to talk about. Then you can bitch. That's what people do.
Yeah.
Keep your name out of my mouth. Well, then why why? I don't care. I mean, like you told about Tina talk about me. I had no idea she talked because I don't care. Could care less. Because Dave will tell me someone said, I go, good. I'm glad someone talked about me in the chat room. Thanks. I appreciate it. Go ahead, man. Put me.
Yeah. He sort of like exhibits behavior of somebody that is maybe has autism.
Who, Dave?
Yes,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
maybe
He's mentally
even retardation.
Yeah, he's mentally ill. He is mentally ill. He belongs in the safety of a group home, just like the stalker is, where they get up, they take him to work, and they bring him home. And they're not on social media. That's what they do. You're in a group home. They come home. They're in a room together. Lights out. 10 o'clock. Get up. Go to a job.
Right. He hear him, and it's like, wow.
Yeah. He just. Again, he thinks that YouTube is his only outlet. That's all he has is social media. Drive around and again, the stalker mechanized him about saying the double G hard R, and that's what he was doing. Harassing the guy at Home Depot, and then they lied in the court of law. They both knew each other. They still talk, and so it's just dumb. But it's just.
When I hear him, I'm like, really? There's something off.
Yeah. Well, you live in your grandma's basement of the house, and you don't have a job. You're living off the government. Whatever welfare he gets goes towards pot and the gas in the car. Whatever the grandma pays for his food. Whatever it may be. And you're on YouTube, man. You just 20 on, 4 off, waiting, listening to if it's Evil Abe every day, whoever streams every day. If it's Mark Terry, you're in the room. Whoever streams, Be Our Bitch. If it's Tina D doing a live stream, you know who the players are. If it's what's his name from Minnesota here? What's his name? Steve Billings. So Steve Billings is the circus. What's the circus one? What's that called? Side circus.
Circus. Side chat?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't she stream every night or not?
No. Once a week.
Yeah, so when she's going to be live, so you'll be in there waiting to say.
But what is his? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just. He has no motivation to do anything but sit on the internet and F off. That's all there is to it. He has nothing better to do.
There's something more wrong.
Oh yeah, I talked to the guy. He's mentally unstable. It's like you try to tell the guy something, and he gets conspiratorial. He likes wrestling, and he still acts. He literally has the mentality of a 15-year-old child. He does. When I talk to him, he's literally a 15-year-old. His own mother doesn't want anything to do with him. His own mother has nothing to do with him. No. And his dad is too stump. That's his mom that he lives with. He's too balls to kick him out of that house. I told his dad that right on. I said, you failed this world. Named him Junior, and I said, you failed. You have failed this world with the way you've brought up your son. Yeah. Told him that. You failed this world.
That's just sad.
Yeah, he's totally failed. It's sad, man. He sits around, does nothing at all, just on the internet. And I enjoy making videos, and I enjoy listening to a lot of interesting stuff. Like I was listening to the video about the Dutchman mine out in Arizona, up in the. That's pretty fun to listen to. About people looking for it, and people go out in the summertime, they die. No, you go out in the wintertime and in January. The lost Dutchman line up in Superstitious Mountains. It's interesting. It's interesting to hear about it, where it could be. I understand looking for it in January and February, but I'm not going out in the middle of July. There was one time 3 guys my age were out there about 8 years ago. Well, they all 3 died because they got lost, and they died because you don't go look for it in the goddamn middle of July. It's 110 degrees.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good. I listen to a lot of mafia stuff. I listen to a lot of nurses that were in Vietnam. There's a lot of good stuff, educational stuff that you can listen to. Liberace. I listened to Liberace stuff for a while. It's fun to listen to that kind of.
Go on about him. My God.
Yeah, and it's fun to listen to about his history, regardless if he's gay. I love a lot of good biographies. I listened to the Olsen twins one time. I listened to a biography on those 2 girls. How the dad played golf with somebody when they were like about 12 or something, when they were younger, and he made them into a company, so their money would go to their company. He took care of their daughters while they were still young. So it was when they were done with the show, they ended up doing videos for the tweens, whatever. They were doing all kinds of movies. But that money all went into their own company. So they ran their own business. He was smart. He found a guy to play golf with, and the guy said, let's make this company for these girls. instead of using them, like the chick from Different Strokes who died, in a motorhome because they biked her out of her money. But that was interesting how they started, and the parents even were divorced. They wanted to make sure the girls were compensated. You know what I'm saying?
As we've talked about many times, there's so much more on YouTube.
Oh God, there's information, but see, people like Dave would never be able to listen. I do when I'm driving. I'm listening to Vietnam stories. I'm listening to other stuff, other stuff on there. A lot of good documentaries on stuff. There's just some are 10. I mean, like Carpetbagger does these 50-minute videos. He doesn't understand that's too long to listen to. No one's going to listen to a 50-minute video.
Yeah.
Of a daily blog. Could you imagine that? You do every day. You do a big video, put it all together, and then go do the next day. Just hopefully you get. I mean, it's just chasing that almighty buck on YouTube. That's why he live streams, because he wants money. That's what he does. Yeah. He'll sit there and stare at the screen and wait for people to put money out there. But everyone's always, give me money, give me. That's all it is. It's all I ever see now. PayPal this and PayPal that, and then it's all I ever see.
True. Good. Make your own money.
Mm-hmm. God forbid. But anyways.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to go to bed.
All right, you have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Hey, bye, you too.
All right.
Bye.
There she goes, sweet Melissa. Appreciate her coming on the show. That was nice. But it's always nice to have her come on. Talk about an array of different things. It's always good to have her come on. But let me see. I really do like TikTok. TikTok is so good. It's so good. There's so many good stuff on there. But I love how the Hunch got booed, made me laugh, and then it made me cry. I'll be right back. I go potty. I'll be right back. Let's go with Fluidscape. Be right back. I'll go anywhere. Had to go potty. Yep. Memorial Day weekend, you guys. 10:37 already. Oh, what do we got left here? Oh, we're gonna end it here in 2 hours. 2-hour show to save a troll. Oh my goodness. But anyways, this Memorial Day weekend, you guys, real quick, the MTN Slams, I see a chaotic hearing. You don't have enough intelligence. Oh my goodness. The fighting. What's this? It should be a kill. Okay, see, attending March with the time. What's this? Colonel Cruz Lemoyne, so that's about a dangerous mistake. Okay. But hidden trap for Trump's defense team and Michael Denn's testimony. I hope he's found guilty. I really do. It'd be nice. But tomorrow Memorial Day weekend, you guys. Tomorrow Memorial Day. And remember the military and the armed forces all the time, not just tomorrow, 4th of July, Christmas holiday, whatever else. They fight for your freedoms. They're out there. Balls, the side of trees, all the branches out there, ones that have fallen, and when the MIAs left behind and missing in action, they come home soon. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant, NASCAR, Coast Guard, in uniform, thank you so much for this lovely service, this great, great country that we have little nothing at all. We appreciate everything you guys do. I've never served, but like I said, people like Haggy Family, Jeff Haggy, Stealing Valor, remember? Pretending to poker play too as well. The nude pictures. He'd call in the show and defend himself. And the Haggy Family, we all know about the mechanizing, one of the biggest families out there. Gov, right? Mechanizing a minor child to do his own effing. Feel sorry for the woman that had a child and died and hit a child with her. I really feel sorry. Not afraid to mention them. We'll never forget. Not triggered. Just not afraid to call someone out. But God bless the working class. We appreciate your hard work out there, paying the bills. People on this video platform that don't want to work. We appreciate very, very much for all you guys do. Appreciate it very, very much. Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in that shower of Penn State. Would not. Don't shower in that shower. Till they're all in jail. The Crowley should be hunted down. The Pope is about you being gay. Maybe only 2 women having sex. 2 men, I get it. You can't want 2 women. Must be executed. Boy Scouts had that problem, same too as well. We have to start using our children as a positive resource for this world instead of using them for other unfortunate behaviors. We only wish. It's a great thing to be a role model for a child. I think it's great. I was saying Oak Ridge County Club. I drove by there today, and it's a shame to see them pulling their carts. No caddies out there. It just pisses me off. I had a great time at Oak Ridge County Club. Disappoints me. I drive by Golden Valley. There are kids usually in each group, and I think it's great. Interlocking. I think they're still going over there. I know they're working the golf course, but I think it's a great thing in our communities. You see something, say something. Make good choices. You're already because of bad choices. Don't run with poor people. Don't run with them. Bad people. You're going to run a bad life. You want a good life? Run with good people. You'll have a good life. You will. Safe sex, 3-pill pill, trin cherry patch. Put a condom on. Birth control pills. All we're asking. Put them on, and this is what happens. Won't get AIDS or herpes or gonorrhea. Needle in the penis. You'll be the father of a child, because guess what? Oh, you pumped her full. Now all of a sudden she's Mr. Period. Now you're going to be paying on a child you're never going to see. Okay? That sucks. And don't drink and drive at any holiday season. It's going to happen. Orange jumpsuit. How do you plead? Because you made a poor choice, not a mistake. Get your car out of Hawk. Don't drink and drive. Thank you so much. But Happy Memorial Day weekend 2024, everybody. My name is Jeff. We had a good time at the State Fair food thing. Everything else, we'll go take a nap and go sleepy pie. Get up, make breakfast tomorrow morning, and go down to the lovely and talented farmer's market and go see some stuff. Go hang out. Anyways,
all right, man, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo!
The hunch. I love it that he's getting heckled. I really do. Peace, Middle East, you guys. Thank you, military, again. Have a good summer, you guys. Thanks for the long 2-hour listen. Thank you, sweet Melissa. Thank you, Steel Toe Chart Show, coming on April, wherever you're at. Can't believe it. Still 8 out of 10. It's too bad. I'm in a downward spiral. Corey, thank you so much. Douche, get a job. Quit stalking people. From the outskirts, it's Fear Mongering Radio. The 25th day of May 2024. I wish you all the best. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out.